Good morning. My name is Rev Lance, and I'm with Street Bishops, and you can find us at streetbishops.com. So the words really that are on my heart to speak today, and it's been resonating with me ever since I got out of bed this morning, and just thinking on this. And I have conversations with you all the time. I get phone calls, as I am glad to get. I get phone calls from you all about ministry and where you're going with it and what you're trying to accomplish and how you're doing it and what your focus is and just all the things about ministry. And that's what I'm here for. And that's why you get ordained with Street Bishops, is so that you have me to reach out and ask these questions. And what's on my mind this morning is those of you that have spoken to me will hear something common in what I say. And that is that there is a tendency when getting involved with ministry, starting your own ministry, refocusing your ministry. And what I hear a lot of you say when I ask you, well, what's the goal of your ministry? And you'll say, well, to tell people about Christ, and or to lead them to Christ, or to save souls. I mean, that's a common one to say, well, to save souls, right? But of course, it's about how you do that, because if you do not have the ear of the person you're speaking to, then the words that come out of your mouth are not going to land. They're just going to go out into the ether, right? You serve yourself, and you serve them, and you serve the Christ mission better when you speak words in a way that will land on their ears, something they can hear, something that they can process and make some meaningful sense of. And what I teach over and over again is to meet, and not just meet them where they are, but speak to them where they are. And what do I mean by that? Okay, so when you go into that situation, your intention is that they will come to know the life of Christ in a way that you know it and emulate it, right? Because it isn't essential that the first thing they do is say, yes, I know Christ, I accept Christ, blah, blah, blah. The first thing that any human will want to do, or we want them to do, is to know what it means to live like Christ. What does it mean to act like Christ? When you talk about having Jesus in your heart, a clear way to have Jesus in your heart is to have Jesus on your skin, right? You want Jesus in your heart, get Jesus on your skin, which means act and you will believe, act and you will obey, act and you will love, act and you will follow. Which means when we are acting as Christ, loving, compassion, healing, counseling, right? When we are doing all of those things on the outside, in our daily lives, in our ministry work, when we have Jesus on the outside, then we can be more confident that we're really pouring Jesus on the inside into our hearts. And when you are out, one of the opportunities you have when you are out evangelizing and doing your missions work is, instead of right away telling people, you need to have Jesus in your heart, you need to have this in your heart, you need to believe in Jesus, that doesn't fall on the ear very well. It's true, of course, but it doesn't fall on the ear very well. What falls on the ear, especially for someone who already is of a different belief, right? Because you're not going to change their heart with a few words in front of them. But you can introduce to them why you follow Christ and how you act like Christ and how wonderful that is for you. I love praying with those who need to be prayed with, who are asking to be prayed with. I love praying for those who don't even know I'm praying for them. I love being compassionate to others, to sit, to talk, to be with the sick, to feed the hungry, to give a person who seems homeless and wandering someone to speak to break bread with them, to bring them something to drink. Someone who's struggling with clothing, to bring them clothing. Someone who's struggling with childcare, to help them with childcare. To be Christ-like at every opportunity on the outside, on the skin. When we're able to let others know what we do in acting like Christ and why we do it, then they can begin to emulate that even in the smallest ways in their life. And as they have Christ on the outside, then they will have Christ on the inside. And this is a much different way to evangelize. This is a much different way. It's not do as I say, but it's feel as I do. Feel as I do. I do this unto you. You feel Christ in your heart because of my service to you. Then I introduce Christ so that you can wear Christ on the outside through compassion, caring, loving, forgiveness. And then that'll lead Christ on the inside. So that's just something this morning I wanted to just, put on your heart and let you know that I just, just banging people with, no, Jesus, you gotta have Jesus, you gotta die. I mean, I don't know. I find that turns the switch off for people. The last thing they want to do is hear you. But I think when people do want to hear you is when you describe this person you follow named Jesus Christ. And you describe how following them, how you having Jesus on the outside has changed you so much on the inside. And that is something a person can be very tuned into and very attracted and make them want to follow Christ as you follow Christ. Stop by this channel for other trainings. Again, my name is Rev Lance. I'm with streetbishops.com. If you need ordination for your ministry, you can always either go to getordained.com, that's us, the .com, or go to Street Bishops, and there's a link there. But we want to be a part of your life. I want to be a part of your life, right? I wear Christ on the outside as much as I can. I want to be here for you. I want to answer the questions you may have. You can call me at the phone number that's listed in this video. Come by the website. Let's get to know each other. And together we can lead other people to want to wear Christ on the outside and know Christ on the inside. So you all have a great day. Lots of love and love in your life. Take care.